Hi and welcome to Makeup440plus. So I am doing the answers to the questions that you guys gave me for my my March giveaway. The year's going so fast I can't remember. So I've written a whole heap of them down. Might have to break it into a couple of videos depending on how long the answers take, so I'll just keep an eye on it. So because I had nearly 100 questions and some of the answers aren't simple, so we'll see how it goes. Some of them were duplicates as well, so I'm not going to be naming everybody as I go through because A, I don't want to botch people's names, and B, that, as I say, there was duplicates. So one of the questions a lot of you wanted to know was how old I was. So I am 44, so turned 44 in January, as a matter of fact. When did I start with makeup? I have honestly been wearing makeup since probably I was in my teens. Had really bad skin, bad acne, a lot of pigmentation after I had my kids, and excuse my glasses by the way, but I can't see to read your questions without them, so I have to wear them. So yeah, basically started wearing makeup when I was in my teens, not in high school, but definitely after high school, and just basically it's just gone from there. I just, yeah, have continued to wear it, been something I've always been really interested in. I do it because it makes me feel better about myself. I don't do it for other people. I do it for myself because it makes me feel better about me. When did I decide to make a YouTube channel and why? This is really interesting. With how sick I started to get at the beginning of last year, I really started to get really down and not feel very good about myself, and my self-esteem is really, really bad. So interestingly enough, me being me, and I can be a bit strange sometimes, I guess, I decided to start a YouTube channel to see if what I had basically been told my whole life was true, or what people who didn't know me and had never met me before or seen me, what their opinions were. So it was a way to actually get somebody else's view and outlook on how people perceived me, etc., etc. So basically I was watching YouTube gurus and I thought, well, A, there's not a lot of people, a lot of the gurus are very young, and there's not a lot of women out there of a more mature age. So although all the makeup is the same and the looks are the same and everything else, it's a little bit different when you're a little bit older. So I decided to do makeup for women who are a little bit older and show that just because you're over a certain, this number 40, which seems to be this big key, if you're over 40 everything changes, that's not necessarily the case. You can still wear the same makeup that somebody in their 20s can. There's not the hard and fast rules that people seem to think there is. So I guess that's a twofold answer to why and when. It was to help build my self-esteem, to get feedback from total strangers, to see if people thought I was all the things I'd been told or if they thought something different, and also to show women of an older age that you could still wear makeup and not look like you were mutton dressed up as lamb, I guess would be a way to put it. The next question is, what's my all-time facial product? That's an interesting question, because if it's skincare related, it would be probably moisturiser, which I mix up a bit, but because I have combination skin, I definitely use moisturiser all the time because I find that it stops the production of oil. Because there's been a couple of, I've done another 2 videos this morning, this eye look, which you would have seen, and also an introduction to my new puppy, and a lot of the time, you know, I would be very greasy through my T-zone, but I find when I use moisturiser that doesn't happen so much. So probably moisturiser, I would say. Do I have kids? Yes, I do. I have two. I have a boy who is, he's not a boy, he's a man, he's 26, and I have a daughter who is 19. What's my favourite drugstore product? Would have to be Revlon foundation, the Colour Stay or the Whipped. Hands down, definitely my favourite drugstore. Next question is, do I like DIY? Yep, love it. Do a lot of it, not only makeup related but other things. I do a lot of craft stuff, so love DIY. What inspired me to make YouTube videos? I guess I sort of answered that a bit earlier in that I was watching other gurus and I thought, I don't consider myself a guru. I'm just somebody who sits at home and does my makeup. And it's something that I love, and it's something that I would say is basically a hobby of mine, something I get great pleasure out of doing. And knew a lot of people who at work, etc., who would say to me, oh, your makeup looks so great, how do you do it that way? So I thought, why not do a channel and show people, you know, that I can do it, because I have friends that come round to get their makeup done because they're going out to dinner or something. So I thought, why not do a YouTube channel? Everybody else is doing it. There's no reason why I can't see how it goes. Something that I'm interested in and something to help build my self-esteem and motivate me and get a bit of feedback, make friends. So yeah, that's basically what it is. What's my favourite makeup product? Foundation would have to be it, I would say, because I can put eyeshadow on, I can put lipstick on, I can put mascara on, I can do all those things, but I really don't feel like I'm dressed properly unless I have some form of foundation on, whether it be a tinted moisturiser, a powder, foundation, something. So foundation would be my favourite makeup product. What are my favourite hobbies? I love sewing and I love gardening, and they're probably, outside of makeup, my two of my favourite hobbies. Where do I live and how is it? I actually live in Queensland in Australia, and I live very close to the beach. I'm probably about 15 minutes from the beach. Don't go to the beach a lot because sand drives me absolutely insane. But I love the lifestyle and I love the heat. I really am not good with cold weather. Absolutely loathe the cold. So yeah, live in Queensland. So just love it. It's a beautiful place to live. We own our own home here, and it's just fabulous. My favourite makeup brand would have to be Urban Decay. Until I basically started watching YouTube, didn't even know Urban Decay existed because it's not available in Australia. But I would have to say Urban Decay. I love their products. I have not bought a product from Urban Decay yet. That's let me down. It's just, the standard is just fabulous. I just love it. So yeah, Urban Decay would definitely be my favourite makeup brand. What's my favourite makeup brush and what would I definitely recommend? Funnily enough, I have a lot of brushes. I have Sigma, I have Sedona Lace, I have e.l.f., I have just ones off eBay, a couple of MAC ones, a couple of Bobbi Brown ones. I would actually say the Real Techniques brushes are actually fast becoming my favourites. They are so versatile. I can use them with powder, I can use them with creams and liquid foundations, etc. I get an absolute flawless finish no matter what foundation I use when I use the Real Techniques. And they are not expensive brushes. e.l.f. are great. I love the e.l.f. brushes. I use the e.l.f. powder brush every single day. Love e.l.f. to death. But I don't believe that you need to go and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on brushes. I mean, I have, and I use them, and I use them a lot. However, I can get a really beautiful finish with the Real Techniques brushes. So if you were going to go out and buy a full set or a full range of brushes that would do everything that you need, I would definitely say the Real Techniques. I never apply blush without my Real Techniques brush. Is the only brush blusher brush is the only brush I use to do my foundation. My you know, I use their buffing brush to do my foundation. Did I say that twice? Blusher brush, foundation brush. Yeah, there's another brush that they use. Excuse me, I'll reach and I'll show you. There's another brush that I use. No, not in that one. These are all my dirty brushes that need cleaning. So I use the buffing brush to do my foundation. Never fails to let me down. I do use the e.l.f. powder brush. Love it. It's brilliant. So I always apply all my powder with that. I do use this Sigma brush a lot for my highlight, but a fan brush would do just as well. But all of these style brushes from Real Techniques do everything that you need. They blend, they do everything. They're just fantastic. I couldn't recommend them more highly. I'm just looking for the other brush, the Real Techniques brush, this one, which is the contour brush. I use this to apply my concealer under my eyes, and then I use my e.l.f. Definition eye powder, and then I put a little tiny bit of the Too Faced Candlelight just under my eyes, just to take away any dark circles, and it works like a treat. So love it. So if you're looking for brushes that I would recommend that are affordable, that cover and do everything you want, e.l.f. is fabulous, and Real Techniques. But I haven't had one of my Real Techniques shed a hair yet, so just love them. Okay, my favourite eyeliner and why? That would be dependent. There would be two. If you're talking about pencil liners, would definitely be the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. I have these in a lot of the colours. Some of them are only the smaller size. I've got the double-ended ones. Love them because they do what they say. They're 24/7. They last. They just never move. And really, another product that I really like is Miraness, which is an Australian brand. So they have an eyeliner that's called their Secret Weapon 24-hour eyeliner, and it's got a really fine brush on it, and this does not move. Once you put it on, it just stays there, and you just use water to remove it, and that's all it takes. The other thing they have, and I really love these felt tip eyeliner brushes. So I've got a range of the Miraness ones in all the different colours. So I've got blue and purple and brown, and I really, really like them because they go on smooth. They're easy to apply because they've got the felt tip, and they stay on. They just don't move, and they dry really quickly, because there's nothing worse than putting on a eyeliner and having to wait for it to dry or for it to smudge up. But so Urban Decay pencils, and I guess the other pencil that I really love and I go to all the time is, if I can find it, is my Revlon Colour Stay. I love these too, so I guess there's a couple that I really like. I had a question that says, do you have any collections? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I don't collect makeup as such, so if MAC bring out a collection, I don't race out and buy the collection of those products. So yeah, unfortunately, if there's something more specific you'd like to know about that question, I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you meant. So you can be a bit, if you want to be a bit more clearer, I can be more specific in my answer. My favourite Maybelline product and why. Maybelline, have to say the Instant Rewind. This is in the brightening, it's the dark circle eraser, and it's in the brightening one. Love it. Couldn't live without it. Definitely my favourite product from Maybelline, hands down. Just, yeah, if they stop making everything else, I would beg them to continue to make that. Am I married, and how is married life? Yes, I am married. I am been married for 3 years this year. I am married to the most wonderful man on the planet. We do not fight. We have just a wonderful, wonderful life, and yeah, wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So yeah, he's just the love of my life, and I am so happy that I found him, and I consider myself very lucky and very blessed every single day. So that is about 15 or 16 questions, and it's already 15 minutes, so I might have to break these questions and answers up into a number of videos. So I'll leave it at that one. If you like this, please give it the thumbs up. If you've got more questions that you'd like to ask, please leave them in the down bar, and I'll be happy to get to them. If you've got any questions or comments on anything that I've said, feel free to leave them. Please thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.